if a white person were to walk into a cop party, I promise you, their mindset and then their thoughts that's coming in their mind will be completely different from me or another black male walking into that same party full of cops. Deadass. Easily. And it's so crazy how we live like that. For instance, I'll tell you the perfect story. Now, at the end of the story, you're going to find out that, I didn't really have much to worry about. But the fact that I was worrying about it made all the difference and made it all the problem. So this happened yesterday, April 28th, 2015, approximately 10 o'clock p.m. I was in the house all day. So I said, look, I need to go out and I need to get some air. So that's exactly what I did. I got out and got some air. Now, if you guys don't know the Kennesaw area, Kennesaw it has its nice places. It also has kind of country places and kind of rundown places. I don't live in like a rundown place, but I live in like, not the ghetto either. I just live in a place that maybe not have a lot of money accumulating into the neighborhood, you know? But anyways, what happened was that I took a walk and I needed to get some air. I needed to refresh my mind to think about a lot of stuff. So what I did is I went outside and I walked in through the neighborhood. I walked into two random neighborhoods that I never been through. I walked in two random neighborhoods. I ended up on Cherokee Street. Now, I'm walking down Cherokee Street, just talking out loud, just being myself, blah, 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 just enjoying the air, enjoying the weather. It was really nice outside. It was almost starting to rain, but before that, it was really nice outside. So I was just enjoying the rain. And I came down the beginning of downtown Kennesaw. And if you guys know downtown Kennesaw, there's a small park, and next to the small park, there's like a little path that has like an underground, I think, or some kind of historic train station was going through, something like that. So anyways, I sat down in the park for a little bit just to enjoy the day, and I said, all right, look, I've hit a traffic light. Now I think it's time for me to go home. So I'm going home back from Kennesaw Park to my own place. And the craziest thing happened to me where I was like, you know what? I was thinking about everything that was happening with the Ferguson thing and the thing that happened in New York and the thing that happened recently in Baltimore, Maryland. So I decided that, you know what? I'm just going to go home because I'm a black man and I'm walking completely by myself in the dark at 10 o'clock at night in Kennesaw, Georgia. I remember I was looking on the road in Kennesaw, Georgia, and I was looking on the carpet on the concrete, and I was saying to myself, wow, 100 years ago to the day, 100 years ago, I would have been hung right there just for being black. 50 years ago, I would have been persecuted for being black. 100 years ago, I couldn't walk my ass out here. I would have been planting something right now. And then 50 years ago, it would have been almost the same thing. I was scared. And I was like, why do we have to live in constant fear like this? So I'm walking home, and then all of a sudden, there's a cop car slowly walk towards me. Just drive towards me and passes me on the road. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm like, oh man, a cop car. Cool. They're just driving past. Nothing to worry about, right? All of a sudden, 5 minutes later, no lie, this is a complete true story. 4 cop cars just zoom in behind me to go in front of me. Boom, 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 boom. No lights on, no sirens, nothing, none of that. It's just 4 cop cars just zooming. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm like, wow, something must have gone wrong. Something must have happened. And then 2 minutes later, those same exact cars, 4 cars, come towards me. Boom, boom, doom, zoom. I'm like, okay, did they miss their turn or something like that? I'm like, all right, what the hell is going on? Because obviously something's happening and they're starting to circle around this particular area. It just so happens that I'm the only person in this particular area at 10:30 at night that's walking through. One more time. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm sitting here like, okay, something is really going on. Now I'm a little alerted because these 4 cops just passed me 3 times. Again, boom, 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 boom. Now 4 times. Now at this point, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off because my assumption is that I'm walking down Cherokee Street and some person saw me outside, got scared, called the cops, 911. Hello, officers. There is some strange man that's walking on Cherokee Street right now with an Owl Radio hat on and some Kennesaw State affiliate 6'4" black man that is suspicious. And then they had that one cop car pass me and said, alright, cool. He looks fine. Let's test him out. So we're going to have 4 cop cars zoom right past him. If he gets scared, then that means that something's up. If nothing happens, then maybe he's okay. And then I'm thinking that everything's cool, everything's fine. And then one more time, now it's not just 4 cops, it's just 1 cop car. And this one actually stops me. And I'm thinking now, like, you know what? I'm cool. Before they actually stopped me, I said to myself, I kind of want the cops to stop me. I kind of want the cops to stop me because I want to see what's going to happen. I don't have my ID on me. I don't have any kind of identification on me. All I have is my lanyard that says this right here. All I have is my keys right here. Nothing else. So I'm sitting here like, I'm kind of nervous because I don't have anything on me, but at the same time, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm literally have shorts on, a t-shirt on, a hat on, just walking, just enjoying the air. So what can this man possibly stop me for? But long behold, cop car slowly creeps up, finally turns his lights on, and then you know how the cops' cars have big ass flashlights on the top of their hoods, and flash it right in front of my face. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I was so pissed off at that moment. I was like, I know this cop did not just stop me from walking on Cherokee Street just because I'm walking. I know somebody did not get so scared of me being a black man that I just had to call the cops on him. I was so scared I had to call the cops. So he stopped the car, turned his lights on, got out of the car, and then it happened. Then I looked and I noticed that it was a white car that was parked in the woods, and some random white guy got out of it drunk as hell. And that's what he actually stopped for. It just so happened that I was walking towards that direction where the cops was looking for that guy, which is why they zoomed past 4 times, because they probably heard that there was a drunk driver on the road and probably didn't want to hit anybody. So I was a bit relieved. I was like, okay, literally I'm standing right here. If I'm standing right here, the cop car and the white car and the cop car was like about 25, 30 feet, 50 feet in front of me. So when the cop went, like, stopped right in front of me, like, I'm thinking he's trying to stop me, but he was actually trying to stop the white car. And I'm not gonna lie, I jumped for a little bit, but he wasn't even worried about me. He saw me and he didn't say anything. So I was like, all right, well, he's really not trying to stop me. So I was relieved. But the problem, do you see the problem with that? Is that the fact that I even thought about that entire terrible ass situation, I thought about a whole scenario about a white girl looking outside of her window, watching me walk, just talking to myself, and she called the cops, and then one cop slowly creeps on past me, and then 4 cops just zoom past me back and forth 4 times. And I came up with that situation just like that scenario, and it had turned out to not be true. But why is it that I have to actually have that constant fear that actually might happen to me? And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted them to stop me so I could say something. But that's the problem that most black people have, is that they want things to happen because they can start something about it. And luckily for me, that didn't happen, because I kind of did want something to happen so I can talk about it. But I would much rather live in a situation where it didn't happen and I'm telling you a story of how it could have happened, than rather it actually happening and then I'm telling you a story of how it happened, because that would have sucked. Ain't that a story to tell?